Coming to watch Sky News, the Olympics. Yeah, agenda. That good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch this.
Athletic finals used to be Lindsay Sharp's world. Now it's a toddler and a newborn. A lot to negotiate, but nothing compared to the hurdles of her athletics career. First, there were the drugs cheats. Her European silver medal later upgraded to gold after 3 of the top 4 were banned for doping. Then, athletes with differences of sexual development. In the Rio Olympic 800 metres final of 2016, first, second and third all had Y chromosomes and high testosterone due to the condition. Sharp finished 6th, was devastated and in some quarters treated like a sore loser.
You know, I was considered a sore loser for standing up for myself and for giving my opinion, and it was never something personally against the other athletes. It was just I studied law. I did my dissertation on intersex athletes in sport, so it was something that I knew a lot about and was also passionate about the topic. So it never came from a place of being bitter or sore about losing.
These athletes would not be eligible to compete at the current World Championships, having restricted testosterone rules for DSD athletes 2 years ago. World Athletics has reintroduced mandatory genetic tests to determine biological sex.
Changes have been made, and it just took a very long time for that to happen, and it's a very contentious topic, not just in sport but in society, and I think that's going to continue.
We'll take it back.
It just took...
Look at the field. Hey, look at the field. And yeah.
Nice field.
Yeah. Nice field.
A very long time for that to happen, and it's a very contentious topic, not just in sport but in society, and I think that's going to continue for years to come.
Boxing has also adopted a compulsory sex test to establish the presence of a Y chromosome at this month's World Championships. The controversial Olympic champion Iman Khalif did not take it and couldn't compete. She's appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Do you think the IOC have done enough to protect the female category so far?
No, I think we saw in Paris that it's definitely not a resolved issue in Olympic sport. I think allowing individual sports to have their own say or their own rules on the topic, I don't think that's the right approach. I think it needs to be universal throughout the whole of the Olympics, and the IOC really needs to make that decision before we get to LA in 2028.
Olympic 800 metre gold medalist Keely Hodgkinson is odds-on favourite for her first world title in Tokyo, and after over a year out with 2 torn hamstrings, has come back with a bang.
Keely's recovery from her injuries has been unbelievable this year. I think for anyone else it would have been impossible, but she's come back perhaps even stronger than ever and faster than ever.
How big a favourite is she?
I think, we don't often see Keely run bad, do we? She's a really good racer. She really steps up to big occasions, and I think it's going to be difficult for someone else to get the gold medal. I think probably her strongest competition is her training partner.
Sharp will be cheering her on, knowing hopefully she's in a fair fight.
Fight. You're fighting for a bear fight.
Imagine a sofa designed to give you so much comfort it always makes you feel at home. Imagine unwinding on the relaxing Pavirana recliner, an amazing 1299. Hurry, offer ends tomorrow at SCS.
This is Dennis Sheremet. He's 25 and he hasn't eaten in 13 days. He's on a hunger strike to stop this. Not this week's tech deal between the UK and the US, but the thing it symbolises. Because this is the latest step in the relentless march of AI.
The historic agreement on science and technology partnerships, and this will create new government, academic, and private sector cooperation in areas such as AI, which is taking over the world.
AI taking over the world is exactly what Dennis is worried about. He's on a hunger strike outside the London offices of DeepMind, Google's AI division, trying to persuade Google to stop racing towards super-intelligent AI.
I don't think it's that of an extreme of a response, because the CEO of Google DeepMind has said that there's a non-negligible chance that the technology they're developing will literally lead to human extinction. And that means that I, my family dies, everyone I know die, and I think that not eating for a while is the bare minimum I can do to try to raise awareness.
Dennis is not alone. He was inspired by fellow AI researcher Michael Tracey, who lasted a week hunger striking outside Google. And Michael was inspired by Guido Reichstadler, who's been on a hunger strike for over 2 weeks outside the offices of leading AI firm Anthropic.
I'm 45 years old, and I've worked as a jeweler, and now I've put my normal career on hold to raise awareness about the risk of extinction from artificial intelligence. The business of all these AI companies, the goal that they're working towards is the creation of superhumanly capable artificial intelligence. It's not to build chatbots, it's not to build products. It's to build systems that outcompete humans cognitively in every respect. This is inherently an unacceptable project to do.
If you have something that's much smarter than humans, then it's very hard to predict what that's going to do and to also control that it doesn't do something that has negative impacts on us. For example, if we build a house, we're not going to ask the ants for permission, we just build a new house.
What do your family think about this then? I mean, it's quite an extreme thing to do to your body. They must be quite worried for you.
Yeah, I haven't told my family yet.
I mean, they might find out. What are they going to say?
I think my mom's going to be pretty worried about my health. But yeah, I think it's going to be fine over time.
The funny thing about the AI safety debate is that a couple of years ago, the people sounding the alarm were actually the CEOs of the big tech companies. I mean, I think it was in 2023, there was a letter that went around saying that AI was an existential risk on a par with nuclear war, pandemics, climate change. And 3 of the people who signed it were the CEOs of the 3 biggest AI companies. And now, you don't hear that anymore. It's full steam ahead, build, build, build. And I guess what they're really saying is, sure, there are risks, we acknowledge those, but we can manage them. Perhaps this is because, despite all the hype, superintelligence isn't actually round the corner.
I think it's completely understandable that there is really significant concern around these claims that are being made around artificial general intelligence, because we hear these claims again and again being made by people who seem to be at the forefront of developing these technologies. But regardless, those claims are not being backed up with evidence. They're being backed up with hypothetical scenarios, with theorising around what could be possible, but not with concrete evidence, and that's really important.
We got in touch with Anthropic and OpenAI, but didn't receive a response. Google said AI is a rapidly evolving space and there will be different views on this technology. We believe in the potential of AI to advance science and improve billions of people's lives. Safety, security and responsible governance are and have always been top priorities. How far are you willing to take this?
Isn't that right, robot?
I mean, look, if you don't eat soon, at some point you're going to die.
Yes. Well, when I started, I said I was going to sit there for 1 to 3 weeks.
Do you think you can make it to 3 weeks?
We'll see.
That's 3 weeks too long for most people, because starvation is seriously dangerous.
Stop the race.
What's more, as far as we can tell, the technocrats are busy at banqueting.
We can tell this to the Dutch. Yeah. And so, do you enjoy it? Alright. Do you think you enjoy this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes, me too. Alright. What on earth are you doing, robot? What on earth are you doing? I'm going to pick that up now. So anyway, if you want to do more videos, then go ahead and do it. Then, yeah, see you guys.